awful, filthy and unsafe. We stayed in a silver apartment and it was filthy. Spiders nest in the corner, oh my god. Dust galore, broken lights, mould. The apartment was absolutely disgusting. Dirty rooms, ants, broken furniture, you name it. Butlins Skegness has not got great reviews recently, and I have just booked a comfort room for £45, so let's see how bad Butlins really is. Impressions, very unorganised, it took forever to check in. But anyway, on to the much awaited room tour and review. So this is the comfort room and this cost us £45 and this is how it looks. And as you can imagine, my expectations are pretty low after reading the bad reviews, but on first impressions, I'm actually quite impressed. It does look quite clean. Bed's made, I've got a little towel for the shower, kettle, your cups, your glasses and tea. It's very basic, but it's got everything you need, and yes, I will admit, it's pretty dated. I'm gonna be that person, it is just for sleeping, so it's not as bad as I feared. But anyway, let's do a deep dive because this was just a first quick glance. Let's get real for a second. The bathroom on first glance looked clean, but it had a really bad smell. It was like musky and like burnt toast. It was really weird. However, it was quite dusty in some places and had some stray hairs. Onto the bedrooms, it is really dusty, so attention to detail is lacking, but I do know that the cleaners do not get long to turn these rooms around, as I used to do this job myself. The thing I always check when I go away is the kettle, because I know that most cleaners forget to clean them, but this one had no lime scaling, which I was pleasantly surprised about. Have a little bit of dust on the top there, but I'll let that slide. Also did a quick check on the beds because I've heard nothing but horror stories about bed bugs in places like this, but it did pass the test. On the subject of beds though, they are like sleeping on bricks, they're not comfortable at all. But for just £45 you can't expect the rates. It's basic but it does the job. Now, would I stay again? Now you'll have to come back for the full review because there is a lot to cover.